Yo, everybody, welcome back to the motherfucking Minority Sports Report RASSLIN edition. Woo! Niggas was off because I was traveling, spent some time with my nigga on his birthday. Happy birthday again, dog. Belated.
Thank you, bro.
Yeah, we had a good time, but we're back, and I'm your motherfucking boy, Big Black.
Number boy, Game Dollar.
Game Dollar. Let's fucking jump into it. We got a lot of shit to cover. I will interrupt you so you can get something to drink.
All right.
Cool.
Week 2 of Fighter Fest kicked off with, we missed all the other shit, but Week 2 kicked off with Brody King defeating Darby Allin. They've had this issue going on where Brody attacked him at autograph signing. And even after this match, this past weekend at Comic-Con, Darby was at a panel, and him and Malachi Black jumped him at the fucking Comic-Con panel. But in this one, Darby started with the dive like he usually does, but Brody caught him midair, and then fucking tossed him hard as shit into the guardrail. Brody's chops are fucking brutal. They are. And these two are boys in real life, so like, he probably knows like Darby's crazy as fuck, so he can do whatever he wants to him. Brody swung Darby around by his pants.
Oh
like,
yeah.
You know how you would he gave him the fucking the Jazzy Jeff, the Uncle Phil,
the Jazzy Jeff. Oh yeah.
Darby hit his tope cannonball that he usually hits. Had some weird shoulder submission that he tried to do. It was pretty weird.
I don't remember that part.
Yeah, it was some weird shit. He was sitting. I think he was sitting on the back of his neck, and stretching his arms up. Yeah.
I do remember that. Yeah. Yep. Okay.
Yeah. It was pretty crazy. Brody hit that fucking Gonzo bomb that he does, which is like the Razor Ramon Razor's Edge into the fucking pile driver. That shit is brutal. Folded Darby. Was able to get the win, like I said. And after the match, they attacked Darby. Then Sting came out. Sting had Brody set up for the Scorpion Death Drop. The lights go out. And then instead of Malachi Black sneaking up behind Sting, Sting was face to face with him because he saw it coming. It was a pretty cool little thing. Malachi spitting the black mist in Sting's face. And then Brody choked out Sting, and then Miro came out of nowhere, stared down Malachi and Brody, and that's just kind of how that ended. Nice little segment.
Yeah, that was a good opening.
Up the shit.
Always.
Then we had the Blackpool Combat Club, Moxley and Wheeler Yuta taking on Best Friends, which is Trent and Chuck Taylor. Obviously, they have history with Yuta being Chuck Taylor's former protege, if you will. But Orange Cassidy was doing nothing on commentary with William Regal and the rest of the crew. Mox started the match. Mox started the match, but when Wheeler got in there, he called out Chuck Taylor because that was the one that mentored him because Trent doesn't like him and shit. Things started to get heated between them. They fucking were throwing hard shit. Chuck ended up throwing Wheeler Yuta into the guardrail a couple of times before Moxley chased him off. And then Mox caught Trent with a cutter in midair, which was nice.
It was nice.
Chuck hit that awful waffle in the corner. That pile driver shit he does from the corner.
The shit that kills Sting.
No, it wasn't. That was a buckle bomb. That was like a power bomb into the corner.
Oh, I mixed up my shit.
Similar, but I'm not the same. Best Friends hit Wheeler Yuta with back-to-back power drivers, but he was able to kick out at 2 because apparently he's a tough son of a bitch now that he's with the BCC.
Yep. Beast.
But Yuta was able to get the win with a seatbelt roll-up pin. That Orange Cassidy said on the broadcast that Chuck Taylor taught him that shit, and then Orange Cassidy stormed off.
He's all butthurt.
Yeah, it's a nice continuation to that storyline. We're gonna get that singles match eventually.
Oh yeah.
Then we had Swerve in Our Glory, who won the championship, the tag team championship, while we were not recording, I believe.
Oh snap!
That is correct.
So they had, that was the week before. So they had their interview, little championship celebration in the ring. They even had a cake and champagne and shit. Rapper Kevin Gates was there. They gave him the good old "You Deserve It" chant. And then after a couple quick speeches, Smart Mark Sterling and Tony Nese came out. They had a petition to remove Swerve Strickland from the roster, and they tried to get Kevin Gates to sign the petition. But
that shit is funny.
But he said that he thought he was Young M.A.
Yeah, that's what he said.
Yeah, he was. But when Gates refused to sign, he said that his music sucked anyway, or some shit like that.
Yeah, that shit.
And then Kevin Gates ended up punching Tony Nese and Swerve threw the cake in Smart Mark Sterling's face, which is a fun way to end that segment. That funny.
West Side Gun was also there. He got the little love on the camera at the end of that.
Oh, that's who that guy was. Okay, yeah, because Swerve made sure to go over to some iced out dude in the front row, made sure to give him a little shine as they went to commercial.
He's at, I would say, like 80% of the AEW events. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, he was iced out like fucking crazy. John Silver and Alex Reynolds tried to do a little bit with Butcher and the Blade, and ended up getting their asses beat. And then Hangman chased them, Butcher and the Blade off, which set up a match for Rampage. Funny with that, Hangman asked if they were okay, and obviously they just got beat down, so they're acting all hurt. He's like, "You guys look terrible." Like, this shit was mad funny.
So ridiculous.
After that, we had Christian Cage and Luchasaurus taking on and defeating the Varsity Blondes. Christian has a new shirt. His shirt used to say "Outwork Everyone." Now, because of everything that went on, where he turned on Jungle Boy, it now says "Worked Everyone," which is fucking great.
Fucking great.
Christian started the match, but instantly tagged Luchasaurus in, like typical heel fashion.
Yep.
Luchasaurus ended up basically demolishing the Blondes by himself, chokeslammed the shit out of them on top of each other and shit like that. And then once the damage was done, Christian got the tag in and won the match. And as they were celebrating, Luchasaurus put Christian on his shoulders like he used to do with Jungle Boy.
Yeah.
And then Jungle Boy's music hit, and he ended up coming out with a chair. Luchasaurus met him at the bottom of the ramp. Looked like they were about to start beefing. Luchasaurus stepped to the side and realigned with Jungle Boy, so they're back. And they kind of chased off. Well, Jungle Boy chased off Christian with the chair, chased him out of the arena, and ended that little shit.
Yeah, 3 weeks.
Very surprised on how fast that was going to go. I definitely thought they were going to have at least one match before he switched sides.
I did too, but hey,
interesting.
It is what it is. It is what it is.
There was some shit with the Gun Club and the Acclaimed, where Austin Gunn challenged Max Caster to a rap battle on Rampage. Then we had the FTW FTW Championship Open Challenge. Ricky Starks defended against Cole Carter. Hobbs's I Break Backs and his Martin shorts were a great combination. I fucking loved it.
This Martin shorts, hell yeah.
Yeah, that shit was great. Taz said that Starks was the longest reigning FTW champion while he was calling the match. It was over a year. So this was a solid match, but obviously Ricky Starks got the win, successfully defended. After that, he took the mic, said that he still had more in the tank, and that he was ready for another challenger. And then that's when fucking Danhausen came out and accepted. And then Ricky Starks did the typical heel thing. It was like, when I said now, I didn't mean like right now.
Yeah, nope.
So they're going to do it this coming week, this Wednesday on Dynamite.
Yeah, that's going to be
which
nice.
I believe was it Fight for the Fallen?
Yeah, Fight for the Fallen. Yeah,
Fight for the Fallen is this week, right?
Yep.
So yeah, another little mini event for TV this week. Then we had FTR cutting an in-ring promo for their Ring of Honor match versus the Briscoes with Dax. Like Cash did a good little bit there, but Dax's promo where he talked about his daughter's heart condition and talking about fighting like an 8-year-old girl was pretty dope. Yeah,
that shit was very moving.
Real good promo.
Their shirts, I'm about to cop one. Them shits was
7
fresh.
Star?
Yeah, 7-star FTR, baby. Let's go.
If they
Gotta
had
get one.
if they had it at Ring of Honor, I would have got it. But Ring of Honor only had like 3 Ring of Honor shirts, and that was it for merch.
Gotcha.
I don't know if they had something else set up, someplace else we didn't come in through, but the merch stand by the entrance didn't have anything. But yeah, those 7-star shirts are dope. After that, we had Jade Cargill, Kiera Hogan teaming up and defeating the team of Athena and Willow Nightingale. Jade and Kiera came out with Jermaine Dupri out of nowhere because they were in Atlanta.
Like all these rappers.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll get to another one that made an appearance on Rampage. Willow hit a nice flipping net breaker off the ring apron to both.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
Dope.
Yeah.
Athena followed that up with a springboard off the second rope over the top rope, which
to the outside. Yeah,
to the outside on some Ray Phoenix shit.
For real. That shit was
but crazy. Jade got the win when she hit Willow with her Jaded to pick up the win for the baddies, I guess.
I guess, yeah.
It's Jade and the baddies, or is Jade a baddie? So they're all baddies? I don't even know.
I would assume it's Jade and the baddies. Who knows?
Jade and the baddies. So yeah, the main event for Dynamite was the barbed wire everywhere death match. It was Eddie Kingston and Chris Jericho. This match, they had the Jericho Appreciation Society locked up in a shark cage. And Ruby Soho had the key and controlled the lift of the shark cage. And fucking Justin Roberts' mic had fake barbed wire wrapped around it.
Shit was tight though.
But yeah, so this one, Kingston kicked it off right away when he grabbed Justin Roberts' mic and started beating the shit out of Jericho with it, busting him open early.
And I love that they left the mic on because all you heard was like, just like over and over and over again through the fucking. It was so great.
It was good. That was good. Kingston, Jericho hit Kingston with the bell that was covered in barbed wire. Mm-hmm. Jericho hit Kingston with the fucking Hurricane Runner off the top into a barbed wire table. There was just so much shit on.
There was a lot of shit.
Match. Kingston suplex Jericho off the apron into a barbed wire table.
Oh, yeah, that shit was gross.
Then, Ty Conti came down and interfered. She fucking beat the shit out of Ruby Soho. And Anna Jay came out to like kind of stop Ty and say like, "What the fuck are you doing?" And then ended up beating the shit out of Ruby Soho as well.
Nice.
So it's like Tay J is back together, and apparently Anna Jay is part of the Appreciation Society. Maybe
I don't know. Yeah, we'll see.
So we'll see what happens there. But yeah, so as Ty Conti took the key for the cage, Anna Jay lowered it down. Ty kind of struggled trying to open the shit to the point where Daniel Garcia and Angelo Parker slipped through the bars, which I don't know if it was planned or if they just did that to save time. But either way, it worked. And then eventually the other two were able to get out. But as they beat down Eddie Kingston, Ortiz and the Blackpool Combat Club came down to help. And then they basically all chased each other away, left Jericho and Kingston alone. Kingston hit Jericho with the exploder through a fucking barbed wire table.
Yeah, he did.
Wrapped Jericho's head in barbed wire, locked in that stretch shit that he does.
It's crazy.
But then Sammy came out, super kicked him. Jericho grabbed the barbed wire and wrapped it around his arm for the Judas effect to pick up the win. But after the match, they were going to beat the shit out of Kingston some more. But Kingston avoided all that shit and ended up throwing Jericho into like a bed of web barbed wire. And I seen a video after the whole shit that they had to like cut Jericho out of it with cutters and shit.
Oh, hell yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty brutal. But that's how it ended. Ended with Jericho screaming in pain, laying in barbed wire.
Yeah, he was caught in that shit, man. Like, you could tell, like, on TV, like, yeah, somebody's going to have to cut his ass out of there because he's not rolling out of that shit.
They definitely did. They tried to get him out of it, like, gingerly, but it wasn't working. They ended up having to cut him out.
Oh, man, it's so fucking brutal. So brutal.
But, yeah, so jumping into Rampage, Adam Page, John Silver teamed up to take on Butcher and the Blade after what happened on Dynamite. They pick up the win there. I'm just gonna fly through this shit because I didn't really watch Rampage.
Yeah, I didn't. I wasn't even home. I didn't watch it.
I watched like highlights and shit after the fact, but I didn't watch. I didn't watch the whole thing. But yeah, Adam Page and Silver got the win over Butcher and Blade, like I said. Lee Moriarty did some like dirty tactics to get the win over Dante Martin. He didn't join that dude Stokely with that's managing the baddies and all them. He didn't like line up with him after, but he definitely kind of went heel, and that set up a match between Lee Moriarty and what's his name, Matt Sydal, who's like their mentor. So that's going to set up a match with them, I think, either on Dynamite or Rampage this week. I don't remember if the rap battle was before or after the next match, so I'm just going to say it now. But yeah, Little Scrappy was there to judge the rap battle.
Little Scrappy.
Max Caster and Austin Gunn. There was some great lines. I didn't write them down, but there was some, obviously a bunch of ass boy taunts and shit like that. One of the Guns said that John Cena wants his gimmick back. It's some good shit back and forth. Some good shit back and forth. Definitely check it out. It was pretty funny. But they Little Scrappy ended up giving it to the Acclaimed. And then Billy Gunn basically punched Little Scrappy and set off a little brawl. And that's kind of just how that shit ended.
I fucks with Little Scrappy, but you ain't beating Billy's gun. You ain't beating his ass, though. It's not a thing.
That shit was funny. So yeah, what the fuck, Little Scrappy? But yeah, so and then they also had like random people in the back, like like those dudes.
Hell yeah, like the Smack DVDs.
Was like, yeah, there was like 2 or 3 people behind each one. It was mad funny. But yeah, so after that, like I said, I don't remember if it was before or after this match, but it was Dr. Britt Baker and Jamie Hayter teaming up and defeating the team of Sky Blue and Ashley D'Amboise, I believe is how they said it.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, obviously the Doctor and Jamie Hayter were getting the win over the younger rookies.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I don't know if that Ashley girl is a rookie, but whatever. You know what?
Yeah.
They're not jobbers, but they're
right. They're not. Yeah, they're not at the top, but yeah. Cool.
Then the main event of Rampage was Christopher Daniels trying to defend the honor of his boy Samoa Joe versus Jay Lethal, because Jay Lethal's just been running his mouth while Samoa Joe hasn't been there for the last couple of weeks. So yeah, Jay Lethal took on and defeated Christopher Daniels in the main event, which they kind of did this because it's also like 2 loved Ring of Honor guys, and this is leading into the Ring of Honor pay-per-view, which is the very next day on Saturday. So it's a nice little tie-in, and obviously it's all owned by the same people, so that was promoted heavily this week in AEW.
Hell yeah.
But, yeah. Ring of Honor's Death Before Dishonor pay-per-view was out here in Massachusetts.
A week after I left. Fucking bullshit. So mad about that.
Center. Your boy had last row floor seats, so sometimes I couldn't see shit. But it was still fucking great being there. There was a few dark matches. I think we only missed one. I think we missed the Cole Cabana one.
Oh shit, I haven't seen him wrestle a minute.
Yeah, he opened up the dark matches and shit.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, we've seen a couple of matches. Oh, one weird thing. So apparently Tully Blanchard, I meant to look it up and I didn't, is no longer got that stable in Ring of Honor with Brian Cage and what's the other dude's name? Kuna or Khan, something like that, and Toa Longo. I forgot their names. But apparently some dude named Prince Nana, who's a Ring of Honor guy, been there for a long time. He bought the rights or whatever to Tully Blanchard Enterprises, and they are now called the Empire.
Okay.
So he came out with them, with those 3, because Brian Cage and that tag team teamed up versus a couple GCW guys, which is pretty cool. But obviously they got fucked up by the much bigger fucking Ring of Honor guys. But yeah, so that was interesting. So I don't know what's going on with Tully Blanchard, but apparently he's no longer with them, or I don't know, something changed there. But yeah, kicking off the pay-per-view, oddly enough, they started it with the Ring of Honor World Championship was the opening match. When I ended up watching the replay with the commentary, they said that there was a coin flip in the back that determined who was going to go first and who was going to go last, because it was a double main event with the tag team championship.
Mm-hmm.
But Jonathan Gresham defending his belt against Claudio Castagnoli, from AEW, Blackpool Combat Club. This match was awesome, super technical. Both these guys are very technical wrestlers. But yeah, great match. It wasn't the best match of the night, but none of these matches sucked.
Right.
Like every match from the pay-per-view was dope. Few of the dark matches were a little iffy, but these matches were all solid. But Claudio Castagnoli was able to defeat Jonathan Gresham, and like I said, a super technical match. He was able to get him with I forgot what he called it, but whatever. He got the win. He's the new champ. They shook hands afterward. But you had mentioned when we were talking after that Jonathan Gresham asked for his release shortly after this match.
I think it was right before the match, honestly.
Oh, was it before? No,
yeah, and I think that's why they came up with the coin toss bullshit, because it's like
he just wanted to get the fuck out of
there. Yeah, I guess he cussed out Tony Khan and shit right before they went on, and it's. I was about to watch a video, but I don't want the video to play on it. But yeah, it's been crazy. We're still trying to get all the details, the two of us. But yeah, it's Jonathan Gresham wants
between that and then the shit with Tully Blanchard. Like, I don't know what's going on over there
for real.
But that didn't hurt the fucking rest of the night of wrestling. It was awesome. It was just awesome match after awesome match.
Fuck yeah.
Because like I said, this one kicked off, surprised everybody. So everybody got amped because you get a world championship match to kick things off in the pay-per-view. Then they had the Ring of Honor 6-man tag team championship match. It was the champs, the Righteous, which is a team of Vincent, Dutch, and Bateman. They took on Dalton Castle, who I don't know if you remember him from AEW. Kind of the effeminate wrestler guy. He came out with the two servant boys.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, Dalton Castle and the boys, Brandon and boys. They took on the Righteous for the 6-man tag team championship, and they ended up winning.
Oh shit!
So they're the new 6-man champs. But it was funny. One of their moves is basically the dude Dalton Castle. He just tosses the two boys at the other guys. He tossed them 5 times over the ropes to take out the other guys. It was mad funny. Another good spot from this match, the dude Dutch from the Righteous is just a big boy. He did one of those cannonball rolls over the top rope and took out the boys.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but this is a good match. But like I said, Dalton Castle and the boys are the new 6-man tag team champions. Next, we had the Ring of Honor Pure Championship. We had Wheeler Yuta defending his belt against Daniel Garcia. This one, Daniel Garcia wore maroon tights and boots to kind of poke fun at William Regal, because that's what he used to wear when he wrestled.
Oh yeah.
And Regal said when he retired, he gave those trunks and boots to Bryan Danielson to wear. So Daniel Garcia did this shit as a little fuck you to him.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, so this match, another super technical match, but also hard hitting as shit, because they traded fucking punches, open hand slaps to the face, and then the chops were all fucking hard as fuck. At one point, Garcia went full Tyson and bit Wheeler Yuta's ear. When I rewatched the commentary, when I rewatched the show for the commentary, William Regal was like, I would have done that. He was like, and I'm sure if Moxley was here, he would have told Yuta to do it too. But yeah, this, like I said, this match was awesome, super technical. This match got a "This is wrestling" chant.
Nice, hell yeah,
yeah, it was fucking great. After the match, Willie Yuta picked up the win. Well, I don't know if I said it, but I just said it now. After the match, they did the code of honor where you're supposed to shake hands after. So Wheeler put his hand out, but Daniel Garcia just flipped them off and walked away with his hand flipping the bird the entire time as he walked away.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah, that was great. Another match, which I didn't really know too much about because we just started seeing Roosh, and I don't know who this other dude is. And yo, fucking crazy match. It was the Battle of the Brothers, real life brothers, Roosh and Dragon Lee. Apparently, when I was like rewatching the broadcast with the commentary, they said this. I think they said this is the first time ever that they teamed up. Oh, they faced each other.
Oh wow.
But yeah, this match was fucking crazy. These dudes are insane. It's like they're like Lucha Brother type shit. Like not as much high flying shit, but it was incredible stuff. Dragon Lee hit a tope through the ropes where he basically speared Roosh through a table. But the way he did it is like his head went through the table too, so he fucked himself up at the same time. Oh, like, it was pretty brutal.
You big cold-blooded dummy.
They were outside the ropes on the ring apron, and Dragon Lee was kind of getting the better of Roosh, and then Dragon Lee kind of charged at Roosh. Roosh fucking did one of those belly to belly suplexes where he released them and just sent them flying to the floor off the ring apron. And fucking just splatted on the mat. And shit was brutal. But yeah, they kicked out of each other's finishers and shit. Like it was a dope match. Definitely made me fans of both of these guys. But Roosh was able to pick up the win over his little brother Dragon Lee.
Hell yeah.
After that, we had the Ring of Honor Women's World Championship. Mercedes Martinez.
That's right, Mercedes
against Serena Deeb.
Oh,
this is another super technical match.
Damn.
Yeah, it was fun. Dog, this card was awesome. If you could find a replay, like watch this shit. This card was dope.
Fuck yeah.
But yeah, fucking just to save time, just fantastic match. Mercedes was able to get the win where she submitted Serena Deeb. She had her in so basically like Serena Deeb was on her knees and Mercedes Martinez was sitting on her ass, and she kind of had her pulled back into a dragon sleeper. So she's stretching her with her like while she's on her knees.
Oh man.
And Serena Deeb had to tap. But yeah, this is a fucking great hard-hitting match. Mad technical. Just great wrestling.
Straight wrestling. Yeah, I love like Mercedes Martinez grew on me. I wasn't a fan of hers super early on, but she grew on me. And I've loved Serena Deeb since she came from NWA with that belt. And I was just like, man, so that's
the crowd.
Match. Fuck.
The crowd was very Deeb heavy, but when Mercedes won, everybody they didn't go like nuts, but everybody was like, nobody booed her or anything like that. Everybody cheered her because it was just a solid match. And it's not like they hate her. It's just everybody loves
Serena. Right. Wow.
Yeah, it's a fucking great match. Then we had the Ring of Honor Television Championship. We had Samoa Joe defending against former protege Jay Lethal. This one, so Jay Lethal came out, he comes up with Sanjay Dutt and Satnam Singh.
Yeah.
He basically sent them away, said he was going to do it on his own. But this match, they started fighting before the bell even rang. So that allowed Satnam Singh to interfere anyway. And he ended up throwing Samoa Joe into the ring post and hurting his shoulder. Got himself kicked out from ringside. But yeah, it's another awesome match. Samoa Joe went for his muscle buster. That fucking that he does, that weird drop that he does. He was going for that shit, but Jay Lethal reversed it into the fucking lethal injection, which is pretty dope. Joe was able to kick out of that shit. So much shit, but Sanjay Dutt tried to distract the ref at the end. Lethal hit Joe with the belt, but Joe was able to still kick out and keep going, and then he eventually submitted Jay Lethal and won his belt. Well, didn't win his belt, retained his belt.
Nice. Kids love it.
And then the main event, the main reason I was there, the Ring of Honor Tag Team Championship. 2 out of 3 falls. FTR versus the Briscoes 2.
Snap.
After they put on a banger in when was it? December?
Yeah, it was last year.
November, December. Whenever Ring of Honor's final battle, whatever that last pay-per-view they did under old management was, they put on a fucking classic with the Briscoes. And this one did not disappoint either. 2 out of 3 falls. It was fucking dope. Basically went like 40-something minutes.
Wow.
Yeah, maybe even longer, but I think it was like 40-something minutes. But oh yeah, so early on, Briscoe's isolated and beat down Dax. Cash didn't get a tag until after the first fall because they beat him down so much that was it? They beat him down so much that they ended up getting the first fall with the what's that shit called? The Doomsday device, the Legion of Doom move. You got him up on the shoulders and you do
LOD. Okay.
Yeah, that's one of their finishes.
Okay.
So that's how the Briscoes got the first fall after beating down Dax. At some point, Cash got busted open with the ring bell. FTR hit Jay Briscoe with the big rig, tied the falls up 1-1. Late in the match, the Briscoes basically had the win. We were counting to 8 and shit, but the ref got knocked out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that allowed FTR to kind of recover. They hit fucking what was it? Oh, I just lost my place. Oh yeah, so Jay Briscoe tried to go for a move off the ropes and basically did it right into another big rig, and then Cash rolled out of the ring instantly, grabbed the ref, threw him in because Dax was pinning Jay Briscoe, and this motherfucker kicked out. On the broadcast, they said first ever to kick out of FTR's big rig.
Wow, hell yeah.
Yes, dude, it was fucking nuts. Everybody was going crazy. Mark Briscoe and Cash Wheeler, they went for like a weird suplex over the ropes to the outside, but they kind of fucked it up, and it was just an awkward landing. It looked like they might have hurt themselves a little bit or like strained some shit, but they eventually recovered. Briscoes were going for some tag team move off the ropes. Cash jumped up out of nowhere and fucking did a back body drop. So Mark Briscoe was on the top rope, Cash was on the second rope, back body drop to the floor outside through a table.
Oh wow!
Took them out for the rest of the match. So it was just Jay Briscoe and Dax in the ring. Jay Briscoe hit his Jay Driller on Dax, but Dax kicked out. Dax hit Jay with the spike pile driver off the middle rope. Fucking spiked the shit out of him off the middle rope, and that's how FTR was able to pick up the second fall and was able to get the win and keep their belts in another fucking classic with the fucking Briscoes.
Damn.
Yeah, there was a tag team. This is tag team wrestling. It's the tag team wrestling chant or some shit. Like, yo, it was nuts. The crowd was amped for this shit. They after the match, Cash caught the mic and like did a little thing in the ring, called the Briscoes in to get the respect that they deserve and all that shit. They shook hands. But yeah, it was pretty dope. It was awesome being there for that. Fantastic wrestling.
Fuck yeah, man. I'm kind of pissed that I wasn't home or anything. Actually I was fucking passed out anyways, but yeah, I think I'm gonna have to get my hands on that shit because those all sound like bangers.
Yeah, they were fucking great. Awesome matches.
Okay, we got like
Definitely
5 minutes left. We got some WWE shit to talk about. First thing I would like to say is Vince McMahon finally fucking retired as of Friday of last week. He stepped down. I know. He stepped down as CEO. He's no longer, he'd been stepped down as CEO, but he retired officially from the fucking wrestling business. Yeah, I saw that according to CNBC that it's actually was $14.6 million paid in hush money, literally from 2006 up until he got caught this year. There's been a lot of shit going on. So the WWE, they're going to change their books to reflect those payments. Triple H is now the fucking head of creative, which I think is
he's back in his old role from what I heard, and Stephanie McMahon is her and what's the dude's name? Nick Khan
are the CEOs,
the head bosses.
Yeah, but this is fresh. This is like not even 4 hours ago. Triple H is now the creative. He's the head of creative going forward.
Really? Oh, okay. I didn't see that.
Yeah, this is like brand new shit I've just seen on
That's good.
fucking CNBC.
He got a good mind for wrestling.
He does.
Everything I heard about NXT, he did a good job with that shit.
I'm still not going to watch.
From what I've heard, that's been their only bright spot within the last few years.
Yep. So it'll probably take a few months for that shit to get going. But yeah, we got 3 minutes left. So I'm going to let Skame take over with your WWE shit.
The other WWE shit is they have their A&E TV shows back. They have WWE Legends again, season 2. This one kicked off with
It was Undertaker, right? Yeah.
Episode 1 was Undertaker. Episode 2 was Goldberg. Episode 3, which I haven't watched yet, is the Bella Twins.
Oh, okay.
That was the time where I was out of wrestling, so I had no idea what to expect from that one.
Mm-hmm.
But then they also have a new show called WWE Rivals, where it's Freddie Prinze Jr., Kevin Nash, Kofi Kingston, John Bradshaw, and JBL, and Jimmy Snuka's daughter. I forgot her name. Tamia, I think her name is Tamia Snuka. Basically, they discuss the rivalries. Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart was the first one. Undertaker and Kane was the second one, and then the third one was Rock and Stone Cold. All of those were fucking dope. I watched all of them.
Oh, okay.
It's working.
Word.
Yeah,
I was gonna say. Good. I was gonna ask if you watched it because I'm like, on paper that doesn't sound interesting to me, but if you watch it,
no,
you
it's
dope,
good. If you want to relive the rivalries and shit like that, have them talk about it. It's pretty good. I liked it. I really enjoyed it.
Fucking legit. Word. Well, fuck WWE. I'm still not gonna watch it, even though Triple H is the man. He's one of my favorite wrestlers growing up. But yeah, we're fucking...
honestly, I might dabble again.
I mean, you've never stopped, really.
I mean, I pick and choose, but now I might try to follow a little closer, because I mean, if they're gonna continue to go TV 14 like they said they were, and Triple H is in charge, I'm with it. I can get with it.
It's gonna recreate the Attitude Era, but it's gonna be called the Canceled Era. No, just kidding. But yeah, we're out of time
I'm looking
here.
Forward to see what happens.
Make sure you follow us all collectively at TMS Report. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you like the video. Make sure you hit the motherfucking bell icon. Skame, where can they follow you, bro?
Follow me at Skame666.
Word, and follow me. I'm at the Beatnik. We'll be back for them fucking holes in them balls next week. Peace the fuck in. Yeah. Bye.